Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, DOT has seen an absolutely amazing move today, looking at clearing over $45 right now, up almost 9% on the day. It is absolutely fantastic. Well, in the last video that we did make on DOT, I was talking about the very possible, outcome that we were looking at some type of head and shoulders pattern here. And I said that if we were going to come back down and lose $39.42, to expect some more, more of a corrective fall back down towards $35 to $34. I said the only way in which we can invalidate this pattern is if we're able to go up and clear our head. I was like, if we can clear our head at $44.78, we're looking real good to be able to continue our uptrend without this bearish pattern being a threat to the price. Well, as you can see at the moment, with the big move from today, we did absolutely just completely invalidate this head and shoulders pattern and are looking to set a new local high. Now let's talk a little bit about what we can expect now that this has been invalidated and what my expectations and anticipations are. So of course the whole goal right now is that we are chasing that all-time high, obviously, right? Everyone wants to see us set a new all-time high. Right now we're chasing about $50. Now on this big tipping cup and handle pattern, in which we did see, just like this, we saw all of the necessary steps. We cleared the cup line, we then cleared our right side of our cup, and now we are looking to clear the top of the cup, which is our final step to seeing the big move, the big parabolic run in my opinion, to some of these higher $65, $70, $80 regions. So we're going to talk a little bit about if I think this is possible. Is this the move that's going to get us there, and what steps we need to take in order to accomplish this? Now, one thing I will say is that in the short term, it does seem as if we might see some type of pullback pretty soon here, and I think that's totally okay. I think it's normal. Looking at the RSI, we are getting pretty extended right now. If I kind of just go ahead and pull this up, you can see that on the hourly RSI, we're extremely extended from many of these previous peaks in which we have seen. And then even if we do look at our Bollinger Bands, I mean, this thing is still pretty out there. Let's kind of zoom in a bit. You can see that we are incredibly extended outside of our Bollinger Band envelope. So typically speaking, what happens is we will come back down and resort back to our moving average. So that does look like some type of possible pullback, but the fact that we have seen this new high get set does tell me that even if we come back down, we've already started to build the foundation to see the uptrend continue. So overall, in the short term, if we do see a pullback, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's definitely necessary and healthy for some future growth. But overall, let's talk a little bit about what it takes for us to get, again, back to that all-time high. What does it take for us to get back up towards $50? Well, what it's really going to take, I think, first and foremost, is whenever, even if we do roll over, and then, so like, say, if we roll over and we come back up, whatever it takes for us to hold some support on top of $45. I think the moment that we're able to finally hold $45, we are going to see that push back up to 50. The reason being, just kind of paying attention to when we've seen these previous highs here, is that once we are able to clear that $45 region, there was these many explosive movements to the top side, right? We would see this little explosive wick to the top side, especially here, explosive wick to the top side before pulling back. And even whenever we did set our new all-time high, you can see that as soon as we got this clear here, boom, we saw that big move to the upside. And so considering the fact that there is a relatively limited amount of average volume within this gap between $45 and $50, I'm under the belief that if we are able to work our way and hold above 45, that we will see that push back up to our all-time high. Now, overall, I do believe that the charts support this. I think kind of just looking at some of these, let's go ahead and do this. Kind of looking at some of these things, especially the MACD. If we look at the MACD right now, there is still so much room to the upside. I mean, there's really so much potential. And realistically, we just saw this blue-orange cross, the bullish blue-orange cross, meaning that there can still be some type of huge move to the upside for us here before seeing this thing start to roll back over. And so with that being said, based off of some of the indicators and the technicals that we use, it definitely tells me that there is the room and the possibility for us to come up and set that new all-time high. So the whole goal right now, the whole game plan is let us hold above $45. Even if the price is going to come down a little bit and start to establish support maybe on that 20 EMA one more time, that's totally fine. But I just want to see that we are able to get above $45 before we lose $39.42. If we're able to do that, I'm fully under the belief that we're going to start to look to see some type of move to the upside. And incredibly, just looking at this in a much more long-term time frame, it also supports supports it. You know, the longer time frames do support a bigger move to the upside as well, because say if you look at our MACD on the daily charts, we started to converge a little bit. We started to see the blue and the orange line getting close together for a possible bearish crossing, but what happened is this expansion. We see this blue line continuing its move to the upside, which typically speaking, when this happens, we continue to see that big move happening to the upside, which basically just says for us that this is all very possible if we are able to get and hold above $45. That is the key area. That's the key number. That is exactly what I'm looking for right now. Now remember, like I said, even if we come back down to back test support, I want to see that big move. I want to see us get over 45 and start chasing that all-time high. Now, in the instance in which we do clear our all-time high, I do believe that that's whenever things will start to get pretty parabolic, and my next price target is going to be a 1.272 Fibonacci extension from our all-time high down to this swing low here, and that puts the price directly at $60.50. And so my current, short-term price target for this thing, if we are able to clear our all-time high, is still sitting about 35% ahead of where it is. And again, the technicals do support this as well as the overall fundamentals. I mean, we have to consider parachains are launching within the month. We're going to start to see that having a massive effect on the overall volume and value of the Polkadot ecosystem. And I think all of these things are just a perfect storm to really see Polkadot's price taking off. And I definitely do want to be a part of that. Now, our buy was at $31 over in the Patreon, so we are still up a pretty significant amount. So I'm not looking to really take profits just yet. We're up about the 46% on that buy from the Patreon. So of course, congrats to anyone who did get in on that. But I do believe that there is still upward potential. I do think that we are looking to see this big move to the upside, and I'm definitely going to keep you guys as up to date as possible. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Of course, if you did, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. If you are trying to buy yourself some Polkadot and get in on these trades, go down to the link in the description or the link that is provided in the comment section. It'll bring you over to ByBit. Whenever you deposit $500, you will get $25 for free to trade, as well as being entered into a raffle to win an additional $500. It's definitely worth it. They have a very high trading volume, as you can see here, with a minimal to low fees. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Go ahead, give it a try. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time in the next video. Peace.